Now to our original series, Project Home. The clock is running out on those eviction protections for tenants here in California.
Yeah, the statewide moratorium is set to expire on Friday.
Now tonight, Susie Steimle has a look at the last-ditch efforts the legislature is making to prevent a wave of evictions.
It's a pandemic. We're living in a history book, so therefore we have to try to have conversations of how to proceed forward, and there's no easy answer.
For Guarionex Ayala, nothing about the past 5 months has been easy. He lost 3 jobs back in March. He needed all 3 to be able to afford rent in California. He's a barber by trade, but also worked for a concert venue and comedy club, which have since closed. Unable to pay his rent, he applied for unemployment.
I sent my paperwork 3 different times and no results. So literally just got results last week.
Just in time for Congress to suspend those $600 a week checks. Adding insult to injury, he's also injured. He tore his Achilles, which means he can't get back to full-time work on his feet. And because he hasn't paid rent, his landlord is now evicting him.
Now I'm getting hit with a class lawsuit by my landlord for back rent. So, which again leads me to all he cares about is his bottom line. Yeah.
The only stopgap keeping tenants like Guarionex housed is a statewide eviction moratorium that expires on Friday.
We can't allow a massive wave of evictions. This would be catastrophic for coronavirus spread as well as homelessness.
Assemblymember David Chu's bill, AB 1436, is the best shot tenants who can't pay rent have at staying housed. The bill would put in place an eviction moratorium until April of 2021. To be eligible, tenants would have to prove that they're impacted by COVID-19. It helps landlords too. The bill offers mortgage forbearance for landlords of small properties for the next 12 months and 6 months of forbearance for landlords of buildings with 5 or more units.
The alternative, if we don't pass state law, you'll see potentially a massive wave of evictions of tenants who will be kicked out onto the streets and landlords who will never get the monies they are owed.
I totally sympathize and empathize with tenants right now. It's not always the tenant that's in a bad position.
Patty Mayer's mother wanted to take her rental property off the market back in 2019 before the pandemic. She let her tenants know that the plan was for them to vacate in March. Then the pandemic hit and one tenant stayed.
And I don't think that he was really affected by COVID negativities, but he used it to not move.
She's now working with Todd Rothbard, an eviction attorney who says the statewide moratorium is,
on its face, unconstitutional.
He's filed a writ of mandate arguing the Judicial Council is violating the separation of powers provision in the Constitution, saying this moratorium denies landlords due process. Rothbard says for justice to be carried out, landlords need to be able to take their cases to court.
When you're telling property owners that they have to allow someone to remain indefinitely without being able to collect money for their property is being taken without just compensation.
He worries Chu's measure doesn't do enough to ease the burden on small landlords.
I appreciate that these people who are advancing this measure may be well-intentioned. I don't think they've seriously thought through the long-term consequences.
But for tenants like Guarionex, inaction means more fail-safes falling through.
So I'm honestly in kind of limbo, in no man's land, and I'm just hoping for a life raft or something, you know, kind of praying about that and seeing what's going to happen going forward.
So the Judicial Council is now recommending, as of today, that they extend this statewide moratorium through September 1st. The deadline's still Friday. They'll make a decision on that, and then Chu's bill could be heard could be out of committee and heard as early as tomorrow.
Now, Susie, we know that back in the spring, people were paying rent fairly consistently. Is that still the case now?
No, in short, no, that's dropped off. A new study by Apartment List shows that 32% of renters are came into August with unpaid bills. And a lot of people are attributing that to the drop in unemployment assistance. So people are starting to change their behavior with rent.
You know, another housing deadline, Susie, that is fast approaching are these leases for students, their housing, who won't be returning to campus this fall. Any information about that right now?
Yeah, that's another story that we're working on for Project Home. We'll be talking about that a little bit more tomorrow night. But a lot of college students, that deadline's up for them. They're having to pay rent for apartments that they're never going to live in.
I have to sacrifice my education for an apartment.
Which is a really tough situation for students like that young woman that you just saw. We'll have more information on her story and others like it tomorrow night. And then legal advice for somebody if you're stuck and not going to be living in that apartment. There's a lot of people all across the country who are in that situation.
Yeah.
Boy, not only students, but their parents as well, who sometimes have to foot that bill. Susie, thank you for that. We invite you to keep sending your stories and your ideas to Project Home at cbs.com and see all of Susie's reporting on our website.